The Roman Empire, a vast and mighty dominion, stood on the brink of chaos. From the north came the barbarian hordes, relentless, untamed, and bent on destruction. They burned villages, shattered defenses, and marched toward the heart of Rome itself. The emperor's generals fought bravely, but their legions were outnumbered and outmatched. Desperation gripped the empire, and in that moment, the emperor made a daring choice. In the heart of the Colosseum, the crowd roared as gladiators clashed in brutal combat. These men, condemned to fight for the amusement of Rome, now held the fate of the empire in their hands. The emperor descended from his throne, his decree echoing across the arena, "Fight for Rome, and you shall earn your freedom, land, and honor." For the first time, the gladiators saw hope beyond the chains that bound them. Among them were warriors from across the known world, Gauls, Thracians, Nubians, and Romans. Each man bore scars of past battles, but now they would fight together for a common purpose. Training became their new arena. They sharpened their skills, their swords, and their resolve. Their bond grew stronger as they prepared to face an enemy more fearsome than any they had encountered in the Colosseum. The gladiators were no longer rivals, they were brothers in arms. The battlefield stretched across a desolate plain outside Rome. The air was thick with tension as the barbarian army, a sea of fur and iron, prepared to strike. The gladiators, now armed and armored for war, formed a defiant line beneath the Roman banner. The clash was thunderous, shields collided, swords sang, and the ground trembled beneath the weight of battle. Each gladiator fought not only for survival but for the promise of a new life. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the battle's tide began to turn. The gladiators, with their unmatched skill and determination, broke through the barbarian ranks. With each victory cry, the barbarians fell back, their once mighty force crumbling. The final blow was struck, and silence fell over the battlefield. The gladiators, battered but victorious, stood as heroes. In the grand forum of Rome, the emperor addressed his people. He declared the gladiators free men, their names etched in the annals of history. The crowd erupted in cheers, and the gladiators, once slaves, now basked in their newfound glory. But for these warriors, the greatest reward was not the applause, it was the freedom to choose their own path. Years passed, and the gladiators settled into a life they had once only dreamed of. In a quiet village, they tilled the earth, built homes, and raised families. The laughter of children replaced the roar of the Colosseum, and peace became their legacy. Their scars, once symbols of suffering, now told a story of resilience and triumph. And so, the gladiators, who had once lived to entertain, found the greatest victory of all, a life of their own making. Subscribe to our channel to uncover more epic tales of courage, sacrifice, and history brought to life.